Hello and welcome to Let's Get to Know. This is the part of the show where we go out into the community. We meet some really cool people and we learn more about them. Well, Snoozer, who do you think we should get to know this time?
I think we should get to know a firefighter.
Ooh, a firefighter. That would be really exciting. Well, you know what? I think I might know a really cool firefighter who we could meet. I'm talking about Tommy Trepez. Tommy is a fire chief at Bowmansville Fire Department. That means he's in charge of everything they do at the fire hall. He would be a really cool person to get to know. Well, I'll tell you what. I have a brand new invention. It's my microphone, but I've turned it into a transport machine. Here's how it works. I say where I want to go into it, and it will take me there. Let's try this out. Checkers Mike, I would like to go to a fire hall. Wow, it worked! Well, let's not waste any time. Let's get right to it. Let's get to know Bowmansville Fire Chief Tommy Trepez. How are you doing, Tommy?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing fantastic. We're really excited to have you with us as a special guest, and you're also a fire chief. Now, how long have you been a firefighter?
I've been a firefighter almost 25 years.
25 years. Wow, so you've been a firefighter 25 years, and how long have you been a fire chief?
I've been a fire chief the last 3 years, and I was a fire chief before that for 5 years.
So what would you say is like your favorite part about being a fire chief?
The favorite part about being a fire chief is helping people on the worst day of their life. You know, we see people when they're in danger, when they need help, and we go and help them, and it's very rewarding.
I definitely, you get to go out and help the community, do something good, and really make an impact. So, of course, you have fire trucks. How many fire trucks do you guys have here?
We got about 10 fire trucks.
10 fire trucks. Now, are all those bigger ones, or are there some smaller ones?
We got big ones, we got small ones, we got a ladder truck, we got a couple rescue trucks, big one and small ones, and we got 2 fire engines that carry water, and then we got also some specialty vehicles as well.
So, of all the fire trucks you have, do you have like a favorite fire truck?
My favorite was always Rescue 7, and we just got a new Rescue 7, but I joined when we got our old rescue truck, and I really liked it, and I liked the new one, so I guess my favorite one's the rescue truck.
What is this whole thing we're in called?
This is the bucket of the ladder truck.
The bucket, and what's all this stuff inside the bucket?
So the main part of the bucket that's needed to know is the control panel. The 3 levers can extend the bucket, raise the bucket, and actually rotate the bucket.
So we can kind of spin around.
You can kind of spin around, rotate. So when you pull up to a house, you're not always going to be able to put this directed right towards the back, so you may have to swing off to the side or something like that.
Is there like something that's like the hardest part about being a firefighter that you could think of?
I guess the hardest part is, making sure we do the best. We do a lot of training, we try to be ready, and, there's always different things happening, so we always try to be prepared. Right. And it's a lot of hard work, and we enjoy it, though.
Yeah, no, I'm sure. And you got a really cool, fire station here, a lot of cool stuff going on, and definitely helping the community. Now, I want to ask this, do you have a fire dog?
I do have a fire dog. I got a Dalmatian named Pager.
A Dalmatian?
Yep.
What's his name?
Pager.
So that's really cool. It's cool that you've got like an actual Dalmatian. Do you guys have a fire pole here?
No, we don't have a fire pole. No more.
Do any like fire stations have fire poles anymore?
Just some of the older fire stations, like in the cities and things like that.
All right, well, that's really awesome. Now, there's something that we have to do. We always do this. This is called the lightning hot seat round. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to ask 7 quick questions as fast as we can, and you have to give us as quick of an answer as you can. Do you think you can do it?
I think so.
All right, here we go. First question, what's your favorite snack food?
Chips.
All right. What is your hobby? You have a hobby?
The fire hall.
Being a firefighter, of course. Being a firefighter. You're a volunteer, right?
I am.
Absolutely. So, let's see. Favorite color?
Green.
Green. Tea or coffee?
Coffee.
Cats or dogs?
Dogs.
Cars or trucks?
Trucks.
All right, last question. Tell us something about you that we don't know. Something interesting.
Get me off guard on that one. I'm also a scoutmaster. I'm a scout leader, and I work with kind of the youth and do a lot of activities with scouts, go camping, and things like that.
Oh, that's really interesting. I didn't know that. That's really awesome. Well, we really appreciate you letting us get to know you. That was really awesome. And I did mention you're a volunteer firefighter. And
yes.
How many firefighters are volunteers usually? Like,
there's a good percentage in our community. There's a lot in our New York State, but all over the place is different. A lot of people are career firefighters or volunteer, but we all do the same job.
Mm-hmm. And for volunteer, for people who don't know, that means you guys are just doing it. You're not being paid for it. You're just doing it, out of the goodness of your heart to help the community, and that's fantastic. So we really appreciate you joining us for today. And last quick thing I wanted to ask, is there something that we could do as a community to help our firefighters?
Yeah, it's just basically being safe and to do a lot of fire prevention. So, if you see an emergency, you dial 911, you tell the dispatcher your information. You see us coming down the road, get out of the way so we can get there faster. When it's snowing out, clear your fire hydrant, make sure it's clear. Mm-hmm. And, really when we're out and about, just wave to us and say hi. We like being out in the community, and we like helping people.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Tommy. We really loved getting to know you. And we will be back next week with another great guest here on Let's Get to Know.
If you would like to email Checkers and Snoozers, send your emails to checkers@checkerslibrarytv.com. We always look forward to hearing from you.
Alright, the author, it's retold by Watty Piper, and I don't know who the illustrator is. Oh, but I just love the pictures in here. So it's retold by Watty Piper, because it's a very famous story, so lots of people retell it. Alright, and it's illustrated by George and Doris Howman. The little engine that could. Chug, 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 puff, 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 ding dong, ding dong. The little train rumbled over the tracks. She was a happy little train. You can tell because she has a big smile on her face. For she had such a jolly load to carry. Her cars were filled full of good things for boys and girls. There were toy animals, giraffes with long necks, teddy bears with almost no necks at all, and even a baby elephant. Then there were dolls with blue eyes and yellow curls, dolls with brown eyes and brown bobbed heads, and the funniest little toy clown you ever saw. And there were cars full of toy engines, airplanes, tops, jackknives, picture puzzles, books, and every kind of thing boys or girls could want. Sounds like a pretty fun train, huh? But that was not all. Some of the cars were filled with all sorts of good things for boys and girls to eat. Big golden oranges, red-cheeked apples, bottles of creamy milk for their breakfasts, fresh spinach for their dinners, peppermint drops, and lollipops for after-meal treats. The little train was carrying all these wonderful things to the good little boys and girls on the other side of the mountain. She puffed along merrily. Then all of a sudden, she stopped with a jerk. She simply could not go another inch. She tried and she tried, but her wheels would not turn. What were all those good little boys and girls on the other side of the mountain going to do without the wonderful toys to play with and the good things to eat? Here comes a shiny new engine, said the funny little clown who jumped out of the train. Let's ask him to help us. So all the dolls and toys cried out together, Please, shiny new engine, won't you please pull our train over the mountain? Our engine has broken down and the boys and girls on the other side won't have any toys to play with or good food to eat unless you help us. But the shiny new engine snorted. I pull you. I am a passenger engine. I have just carried a fine big train over the mountain with more cars than you ever dreamed of. My train had sleeping cars with comfortable berths, a dining car where waiters bring whatever people want to eat, and parlor cars in which people sit in soft armchairs and look out of the big plate glass windows. I pull the likes of you, indeed not. And off he steamed to the roundhouse where engines live when they are not busy. Well, that wasn't very nice, was it? They asked for help and he said no. How sad the little train and all the dolls and toys felt. Then the little clown called out, "The passenger engine is not the only one in the world. Here's another engine coming, a great big strong one. Let us ask him to help us." The little toy clown waved his flag and the big strong engine came to a stop. "Please, oh please, big engine," cried all the dolls and toys together. "Won't you please pull our train over the mountain? Our engine is broken down and the good little boys and girls on the other side won't have any toys to play with or good food to eat unless you help us." But the big strong engine bellowed, "I am a freight engine. I have just pulled a big train loaded with big machines over the mountain. These machines print books and newspapers for grown-ups to read. I am very important indeed. I won't pull the likes of you." And the freight engine pulled off indignantly to the roundhouse. The little train and all the dolls and toys were very sad. "Cheer up," said the little toy clown. "The freight engine is not the only one in the world. Here comes another. He looks very old and tired, but our train is so little, perhaps he can help us." So the little toy clown waved his flag and the dingy, rusty old engine stopped. "Please, kind engine," cried all the dolls and toys together. "Won't you please pull our train over the mountain? Our engine is broken down and the boys and girls on the other side won't have any toys to play with or good food to eat unless you help us." But the rusty old engine sighed. "I am so tired. I must rest my weary wheels. I cannot pull even so little a train as you over the mountain. I cannot. And off he rumbled to the roundhouse, chugging, I cannot. Then indeed the little train was very, very sad, and the dolls and toys were ready to cry. But the little clown called out, "Here is another engine coming, a little blue engine, a very little one. Maybe she will help us." The very little engine came chug, chug, chuggling merrily along. When she saw the toy clown's flag, she stopped quickly. "What is the matter, my friends?" she asked kindly. "Oh, little blue engine," cried the dolls and toys, "will you pull us over the mountain? Our engine is broken down, and the good boys and girls on the other side won't have any toys to play with or good food to eat unless you help us. Please, please help!" "Little blue engine, I'm not very big," said the little blue engine. "They use me only for switching trains in the yard. I have never been over the mountain." "But we must get over the mountain before the children awake," said all the dolls and the toys. The very little engine looked up and saw the tears in the doll's eyes, and she thought of the good little boys and girls on the other side of the mountain who would not have any toys or good food unless she helped. Then she said, I think I can. And she hitched herself to the little train. She tugged and pulled and tugged, and slowly, they started off. The toy clown jumped aboard, and all the dolls and the toy animals began to smile and cheer. Puff, puff, chug, chug went the little blue engine. I think I can. Up, 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 faster and faster and faster and faster. The little engine climbed until at last they reached the top of the mountain. Down in the valley lay the city. Hooray! 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 Cried the funny little clown and all the dolls and toys. The good little boys and girls in the city will be happy because you helped us, kind little blue engine. And the little blue engine smiled and seemed to say, as she puffed steadily down the mountain, I thought I could, 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 I thought I could. And that's the end of the story. I love that story. I love that the little engine wanted to help when someone asked, because you should always try to help someone if they need help. And I like how the engine really believed in herself, because you should never say, I can't. You should always try, because if you try and try again, you can do it. Everyone can do anything that they put their mind to if they put forth the effort and really tried their best.